Welcome back, you guys. Happy 2024. I'm back with another video. Today, we're going to be talking about 3 ways to know a calling or your ideals are from God. If you're like me, for people like me who you have a very vast imagination, you're always thinking of ideals and things that you could create in this world. And you're trying to filter out which ones could be from God, which ones are distractions, and all of these different things. I hope this video helps you today. So let's get into it. Okay, so number one, I think would be, does it honor or represent God, right? In Corinthians 1, God says, do everything unto his glory, right? We eat unto his glory. We do everything. We drink unto his glory. Everything that we do in life should be unto God's glory. So I put this in perspective of, let's say that you're like, okay, should I open up a coffee shop or should I open up a bar or nightclub, right? Like, I want you to think of it like this. If God showed up at that business, right? Because we always say, God bless me with this, God bless me with that. If God showed up at this business, would you be proud for him to see, right? So if you would not be proud of God coming at 2 in the morning and going to a nightclub and seeing people clearly stray away from God, it's probably not an ideal from God. If you feel like, oh, I can make a lot of money in the area of selling weed or OnlyFans or something like that, but you know that it wouldn't be something God is proud of because it's redirecting someone away from their path, then it's probably a no. But something like a coffee shop, thinking about what kind of people do you want to bring in? Maybe what you want to put on your walls. Are you going to put scriptures on there? Are you going to use the space to have Bible study once a week? What are you going to do? Just thinking about all the ideas that we have, do they honor God? So that's number one. My reference for that is 1 Corinthians 10:31. Do all things like to the glory of God. Okay, number two goes right into number one is, does it bring people to God or further away from God? And I'm going to talk about this in a lot of different perspectives over the next couple weeks. But when people leave your service or your business, are they better? What do I mean? Do they find some type of healing in their body or healing? Do they have better health? Does their mindset increase or develop? Like, when they walk away, is this making it better, or are they further into lust or distractions or just worse decision making? What is your business or idea bringing to serve the world? Because I want to do a video on this too, but the real purpose of life, I think sometimes, and I've fallen victim to this too, is we want nice cars, we want nice houses, we want nice everything, right? And don't get me wrong, I still want those things. However, like, the real purpose of life is really to be a servant here. Like, when we leave here, we should leave behind all the service that we've done for the world, if that makes sense. So how are you serving the world, right? Like, how are you leaving God's people? In what condition are you leaving them, right? Even so, I even went as far as thinking about like these videos that have like exposing pastors and different people in our communities, right? Like, when people leave there, what are they feeling from those? Like, I'm really wondering, like, what? I'm sorry, I've been on this for like 2 videos now, but when people leave these exposed videos, what are they feeling? Like, are they feeling like, oh, I need to get right with God and let me line up with God? Or are they just now leaving in a way where they're judging people? Are they now leaving this page thinking that, well, why should I follow God anyways if this is what the pastors is doing? Or why should I live my life the right way if this is what the pastors is doing? Like, we have to think about it. Even in our pages of serving God, how is this bringing light or serving God, right? Because what I know is that these exposure channels have so many followers, but imagine what they could do if they were sharing the word. Imagine what they could do if they was turning and just focusing on the right thing. Like, we could focus on the wrong thing all the time, but who's going to give the example of what the right thing to do is, right? And so I just find that whole thing interesting. But anyways, and does it help someone to transform into a better person? So again, like I said, how are you helping someone transform? Are they leaving your videos like, you know what? I need to get all that God has, all my inheritance. I need to have more faith. I need to be honest with myself. Are they thinking these things, or are they leaving your space thinking judgment or feeling like they can't do it? Or like, how are you, in what form are you leaving people when they leave your service, your content, whatever it is? And then number 3 is, do you personally have to sell your soul or who you are to gain the whole world or have access to the whole world, right? So do you have to do things outside of who God said you are to gain the attractions of others, right? And so again, we see this in the Bible. It says, what good is it for a man to gain the whole world but lose his own soul, right? And I don't know if I'm saying that exactly right, but I think it's pretty on point. So, and that's Mark 8:34 to 38. And it just really asks you, like, sometimes we could be chasing, are you chasing clout, or are you chasing service? Are you chasing helping someone? What is the motivation behind what you're doing? Because if you're motivated to, I'm gonna set out on this journey, I don't care if you are a financial person, right? You could still serve God. I'm setting out myself on a journey to help people to access the inheritance that God gave them already, right? Like, this can be your own personal mission. I don't care if you work at Dunkin' Donuts. It could be I'm working at Dunkin' Donuts so that I can help people to come across service and customer service that reflects the kingdom of God. You get what I'm like? Woo! You get what I'm saying? Anywhere you work. You could work at a car dealership. Do you work at a car dealership to help people to get cars, to take them places where I don't know, but help them to get cars to travel to places that God intended for their life to go? Like, you can take anywhere that you work, anything that you do, and serve God. Or you could say, I'm in the car business because I want to make a lot of money so I can travel and have access to the baddies and margaritas. Or you could say, I work at Dunkin' Donuts because I see everybody who has coffee in the morning. I'm trying to see as many numbers I want to get, or I can get. Like, this is why we got to think about our mindset. But it's 3 simple ways, right? 3 ways to just know that you're calling ideas from God. Like, so just to review again, does it represent God? Does it? Will he be like, if we are ambassadors of Christ? That's what it says in the Bible. Do you look like an ambassador doing this job? Does it bring people to God or further away? Are you bringing people into the kingdom, or are you pushing them further away? Number 3, do you personally have to sell who you are to gain the whole world? Do you have to step outside of your believer's mentality? You have to step outside of your identity through Christ to be accepted? You got to talk less about God and more about this to be accepted? Or whatever it is, not even just, and then so yes, that's what I want to say. But those are 3 different ways right there that you can decide, and 3 different ways you can know that a calling or ideal is from God, or is it from yourself, or even the enemy. So I hope this helps somebody, y'all. Thank you for watching this video, and consider subscribing if you like this content. Like, comment, tell me what callings are you pursuing or thinking about. How do you want to serve the world? Below, drop your mission statement, you guys. Thank you for watching, and I'm out. Peace.